up in this bitch, a bunch of killers and humble trappers. I can go to Hollywood to core in this jungle acting with niggas that'll smoke you going murder.
From Keith Thurman from the boxing scene, please go ahead.
Hey, Keith, I know you can't get inside Floyd Mayweather's head, but it obviously pertains to you moving forward as to whether you might be able to fight Manny Pacquiao. So do you think that Floyd is going to come back and fight Manny, or what is your gut feeling on that?
90%. 90%.
He'll come back?
It's really, it has nothing to do with, like, Floyd said everything when he said absolutely nothing. A lot of people don't know how to read body language the way I do. When the question was asked and Floyd said absolutely nothing, he actually almost looked in the other direction. He actually started to like look away from the camera instead of towards the camera. And really, it was a simple, you know, it's not like he flinched. He didn't do a lot of movement. It was very subtle. But by sometimes not saying something does mean that you're saying a lot. And pretty much what he said is, why are you asking me a question? I don't answer questions. Show me a state. You need to give me a statement. You need to tell me that you're going to give me $150 million up front, and then you're going to give me my kickback on the pay-per-view, and then we can start to actually negotiate, and you'll get some answers, but not from asking questions. You see what I'm saying? That's the way Floyd Mayweather thinks. He's a very smart and brilliant businessman, tremendous fighter. They're both past their prime. Floyd beat him once.
Keith, are you still there?
Keith got injured again.
Hello?
His line is active, but he's not saying anything.
He sprained his voice box. Damn, he was getting some good information, too. Damn, they did us dirty.
Well, I'm going to go on to the next person. Our next question is going to come from Bernard Fernandez from the Sweet Science. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Keith, my question is about the left hand injury, because obviously a boxer's hands are his tools, and there have been more than a few fighters who have developed chronic hand injuries, and it's impacted their careers, in some instances even ended it. And you said that, you know, this could possibly be something that is a lingering concern. When you first injured that hand, how painful was it? And you know, is there any concern that this could be something that could be a lingering issue? Because obviously, you know, hand injuries are going to impact all boxers, but particularly punchers, and you're a good puncher.
He aggravated it.
Is Keith, hold on one second, Bernard. Is Keith on?
Yes, I'm on. Okay.
Can we just jump quickly back to Keith Thurman and finish it up, because we dropped for a second, but we're back. This is one for the books, people. Katina, can you open Keith Thurman's line back up really quickly?
Steve Idek, he's the main guy from boxing scene. He's the where all the big news comes from. If you guys know.
Sorry, Bernard. Hang on one second. Okay, Keith, go ahead, and then Keith Idek ask Keith Thurman, and then we'll go back to Bernard. I'm sorry, Bernard.
Okay, so you can hear me, Lisa?
Loud and clear.
Hello? Okay, thank you. One for the books is an understatement, but Keith, can you just elaborate a little bit more on what you were saying before we got cut off there? You were saying that Floyd said, you know, give me $150 million and then upside, and can you just continue on that thought you were
he
telling
want
us
that
there?
story.
Oh, definitely, yeah. You know, Floyd's silent talk is really him saying, give me a statement, not a question, of $150 million up front, whatever the numbers may be. It just needs to be pleasing to the ears before Floyd will consider it. But it's really hard for any human being to not take $100 million or greater for a 36-minute performance. You know, I believe if Floyd was to make half of what he did against Pacquiao the first time, it's still worth it. It's still worth it, man. They're both past their prime. And Floyd is just a very slick boxer. Even though he does throw one punch at a time, similar to what Adrian Broner did, he just does it way more effectively. He has better defense, better movement throughout the ring with a ring awareness. And he beat him once. I think he would beat him twice. And, you know, and I think Manny Pacquiao would be able to retire happily after such a paycheck. So that's why I say the likelihood, in my opinion, is 90%. Of course, I would love to be wrong. Because that would open up doors for me. Hopefully it would open up doors for me to negotiate against the legend Manny Pacquiao. But we'll see. There's tons of opportunities at 147. So regardless, I still have a beautiful job.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but Keith, do you think he would beat Pacquiao in similar fashion to last time, or worse?
I think probably similar. It could end up being worse, you know. I mean, all it takes is the right connection at the right time. But it should be similar, you know. Floyd is just very cautious. He pot shots, and he's just very accurate when he does so. He snaps throughout his whole career. He was snapping heads back, you know, hitting them with that jab to the body, doing, you know, little curveball change-ups, you know, slow, fast, doing his best to be very unpredictable. And, yeah, I think he would just craftily coast his way to victory once again.